live. We're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to
let's bounce
Worldtowning Live. Well, that does just.
Where's the camera on yours?
It's right there. It's
All
right
right.
there. All right.
All right,
So-
guys, we are here.
So last week was a very poor outing from our live preparation, and so we desperately apologize for that. We pride ourselves on having really good internet everywhere that we go and setting ourselves up for internet. And last week was just a big fail.
I'm here. I'm just checking out something.
And
I'm
there
sorry.
was a massive reason for that. It's because we were just in a bad area. So
Yeah, we apologize. That is the first time that's happened
the
to us.
first time that we've actually had
In 6
bad
months.
internet. Yes. So anyway, that was last week. This is this week. Welcome to Live Worldtowning. We're near Almeria, Spain. Now, where is Almeria, Spain? Well, it's further south than where we were last week, which was Valencia, Spain.
And it's warmer.
It is warmer. Here's one of the things that
We
come
promised
to the
ourselves
conclusion
that
on.
we would not complain about
No,
the
we're not
weather,
complaining about
because
the
we're
weather.
going to be positive,
Yes.
right? I mean,
We've come to the conclusion on this, that we've hit the warmest weather that we will find on continental Europe for the next couple months.
Yes.
Yes, this is
What
as
was
warm
that?
as it gets.
What's that? Sound like a wild cat up there.
And that being said, it is not exactly that warm. So
It is not.
the moral of the
So-
story is suck it up, kid.
Yeah.
Because that's what we got to do.
Yeah, we all got to suck it up until we get to Morocco. And I hear the nights are cold there, but
Yep.
it is what it is. It's
It
Europe.
is what
It's
it is.
cold. There's a lot of great stuff here, so we're not even going to complain about the weather. We're just
Yep.
going to move on.
Yep.
So,
So in the meantime, if you can just give us a shout out, let us know where you're from,
Yes.
and that'd be fantastic.
because you know what's going to happen? Someone's going to shout out and be like, "You guys,
I know.
I'm in Boston or I'm in Canada. You
know.
big wuss. What
I
are you
know.
complaining
Well,
about?"
You got to find us here because
Oh,
we
okay.
can't
Okay.
do this.
You keep the game going.
All right,
I'm going to check over here.
So anyway, we have
gonna
like
check
this.
comments over
We
here.
have like a dual system here. Basically, we're streaming off of our phone, and we're trying to check comments based on the actual live stream. So we're going to be sort of responding quasi real time, but maybe not. This is still a work in process.
Let us know if we
guys.
have any problems. We're kind of any problems in you guys being able to hear us because we're a little gun shy after having a bad experience. A couple times
Yeah.
last week. We've never had that happen, so now
No.
we're all nervous.
I know. So anyway, what has happened in the last 2 weeks? Because really last week was a non-check-in because nothing happened because we deleted everything. And so we have to sort of catch you guys up for 2 weeks.
All right, Bob says, "Hey, Bob."
Hey, Bob.
He's video. All right. I
So
always
you-
like
so
the
you
fact
saw
that it's
so you
right side
saw
up.
the failed attempt.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello from Hawaii. Oh,
Hey, what's
wow.
up, Hawaii?
Lily Lani from Hawaii. All right. I bet there's no
Aloha.
weather problems there.
I bet you that's the first time no one said that. Someone said that.
All right.
All right. Anyway,
Will's
enough of the
getting
cheesy. Well, we haven't called this cheesy hour. If you guys don't know, we used to do this every week on Facebook. We used to call it cheesy hour, and I think it was properly named because we're equally cheesy.
Yes.
So we're
And
gonna.
we may carry the name over. We don't know
We
yet.
may.
We're
we're not
we still
sure.
have the cheese.
We're
just
trying.
we're testing things out.
We're
So
testing
this is
things out.
really only our second time going live here?
Right. But it's funny because last week we were at a place near Valencia, which was like a national park of Spain, and we're equally at a national park now. It's just a national park with better cell
We
service.
have so much to tell you about where we are right now. We have landed.
We've
Should we go into it now
This
or should
is
we hold
this
off?
is like shady acres here, and
So you want to get into it now or you want to wait? What do you want to do?
let's talk about where we are.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about where we are.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
let's preface it by saying
So-
there's a huge possibility.
So we're by the water, number one.
We're by the water.
Which is really cool.
There's a huge possibility that during this live, we
Someone
may get a knock on our door, and
Saying,
someone,
oh, by the way, we're watching you live.
yeah, or no, or someone may bring over a plate of food, a dessert. They may offer us a beer. They might invite us to happy hour. They may just come over to tell us that
That
they want to help us with something. We
got
have landed.
we're basically, of all the adults, we're like the youngest people here,
And
which is
we
crazy.
have landed in the coolest place ever.
Yes.
So it's a campground, right? Most of the people here come for, they're, I guess, what we would call in the U.S. snowbirds. They come from the northern part of Europe, and they come here for 3 or 4 months. And they are fabulous.
And
They're
so
super
a couple things.
nice,
So a couple nationalities.
friendly. Yeah. So
There's
lot
a
of
lot
Brits,
of Brits. There's a lot of Dutch. Ton of Dutch people here. There's
we
some
haven't seen-
Spanish.
not
There's
too many French.
There's like one or two, but essentially there's a lot of the Germans. The Germans are everywhere, but basically it is all. I mean, if we were to say that the youngest person aside from ourselves was like 65, I think
Yeah.
that's about right.
It's about right.
And these guys are more active than
They are.
than we could be.
So they told us at happy hour yesterday, because we've gone to all the happy hours they have.
Oh my gosh, they had like little
They,
street parties every day.
and we're going to get to that too. They told us that you actually, if you are in an RV or what do they call them here, a
Caravan, camping
because
car.
most of them have the cars, the campers that hook to the car.
Yep.
You get a discount on your insurance if you're older.
Did you
because
know-
they
did you guys know
assume
that?
they assume you're pretty fit if you're living like this.
Right.
How
so,
cool is that?
So for Europeans, I mean, that's like the ultimate incentive to go out and just caravan all the time. Of course, they're all a bunch of drunks
Okay,
too.
so-
but you know, it doesn't matter.
We are not going to
they're
talk
so
about
active.
this the whole time, but I think we're going to talk about it a lot because all of us are so happy and think this is so adorable and just really magnificent.
We
So,
like it a lot. I mean,
we drove in. So let's start from the beginning. We drove in and our street. I mean, nothing.
street.
We have a street, and
we're on the wrong side of the tracks here because it's like the party street
people
that
were
we're
very
on.
friendly as soon as we came. Just really, hi, how are you? And really, really nice. And we thought, wow, that's really interesting because frankly, that hasn't happened. That hasn't happened at any campground so far, has it?
No. Well, because I mean,
Most of the places we go, there's not many people.
So this is right. So this has been the first place we've been to where there's been a predominance of English spoken everywhere, and so I think
and people, more people
Right.
than leaves and rain. So there's a ton of people
right.
here.
But we've liked being in places in Switzerland where it's a lot of German spoken.
Yeah.
And we like being in in these random countries in which everyone's speaking everything but English because a couple things happened when that happens. Number one is we actually get our work done because we're not being interrupted.
We're not socializing.
We're not socializing, which is a good and bad
And
thing.
listen, we love, if you're new here and you don't know us, we love to socialize.
love to be
But we
social.
have to be really strategic about our social because we try to work, at least school, Monday through Thursday, and
Right.
work our tails off those days. And then we fit some other work in here and there. But we don't mind being in places where there aren't a lot of people because during the week, because we're so focused on work and school.
Yep.
However, I love this place. Like when we got here and everyone was so friendly, we actually said, "Should we stay a month?"
Well,
Should we
it
stay-"
was
it's-
crazy, 'cause
it's
when we
not,
went-
it's
no,
not
no,
just
no.
friendly guys.
But-
It's like we've known these people for our entire life. Like
hold
we're
on a
all
second.
living on a street
Well, we had
together.
no idea because we first got here and we're a hot mess when we come in because
Oh my God.
we're just tired and we're
Okay,
cranky.
first of all, look at
and-
this hair. Look at this.
Well,
We're like,
and this actually looks pretty
you
good
know,
for now.
usually
This is
we've
like
been
2 days of not
off
showering.
the grid for anywhere between 2 days up to 2 weeks.
Right.
We stink, we smell, we're a little stressed out because we've been working in the small space. We haven't put our table out. We're overloaded with trash, and I mean there are trash cans everywhere. But we are definitely, like Will said, a hot mess when we pull in. We sometimes pull in on 2 wheels. We don't necessarily level up. We just open things, start coming out the doors and the windows.
Right.
I mean,
we're on
I am
edge.
sure that people look at us and
The
go,
kids are saying,
"Stay
"Get
away."
me out of here."
The kids and exit and start climbing trees like wild
It's
animals.
really just a lot of fun. So basically, we got out there and we're like, "Kids, stop jumping all over the place." And then the couple right in front of us,
Right
they
across
were like sitting out there like
just-
peaceful.
you
You
know,
could hear the birds
You could
chirping.
hear you could hear the birds chirping. They were reading a book.
They had their tea.
They had their feet up, and we were like, "Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
They're gonna report us. We're gonna get
They've
kicked out of
just
this place."
they've lived their lives. They don't have to deal with this stuff.
Yep.
And now here we come.
So we were
guns
kind of,
a-blazing.
we really try to be cognizant of that and respect other people's view. That they're relaxing. Did you have something you wanted to add?
Excuse me, can I go outside?
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go play with the neighbors.
Yep.
Get
They-
dinner.
They said they missed having young ones around. Okay.
So, where were we? So we come in a hot mess, right? And we really try to be conscious of other people.
Yep.
Because most of the other people that we do see in campgrounds are either on vacation or they're retired, and they want the peace and quiet and the rest. Now we're not tying our kids up and telling them they can't be kids, but we do respect that we have neighbors and that we need to be
Right.
respectful of that.
But we are now we're in the zone of Europe now where basically people come to spend 3 months of winter.
But these
and so
people
these
are-
guys are like hunkered down for the
But
entire
we
season.
came in and they were not like rolling their. We've had experience over the years
But we're
with
invading the turf.
right with people where we've come into places where
Yep.
we've come in a hot mess and people have kind of given us that look or whatever and they just looked at us, they smiled, and I thought,
It was really cute.
oh my gosh, I
It
hope
was-
that
it
isn't
was-
just them just being nice. I hope they're really nice.
It was one of those moments, and then basically
and they were
we introduced ourselves because we're
We
very
did.
good about that. And
We did.
And then they just
were
said,
so
"Oh,
nice."
where are you from?" Da-da-da-da. And then that afternoon, essentially, there was like a Dutch block party.
Yeah, the
that
Dutch
happened
block party was literally right back
behind
here
us. And
on our
essentially-
first day.
Right, and we're just like, hey, and everyone, everyone just
We
started.
kind of came out of the camping car
They were
super.
speaking Dutch,
We
but
came
then
out a
they all
little
speak English as
depressed
well.
because we were going to work at the coffee shop and we're like, oh, look, a party. You know, I mean,
Right.
we're not on a 2 year party, but we still kind of get down sometimes when we're going by people partying and we want to socialize. We're like, party. And we came back and they're still going. And they're like, you guys grab, want a beer? You want to sit down? You want to chat? So we chatted with them for about an hour, I'd
for,
say.
for, for a little while, and then when that essentially died, because they all died just before dinner time.
Yeah.
So, and
These people
these
over
guys,
here said,
and they said,
we
oh, by the
have
way,
one tomorrow.
yeah, we have one tomorrow. We're like,
And we're like,
okay, good.
And we're like, another work day. We're like, oh no, what are we
And
going to
so
do?
we were thinking to ourselves, okay, it's gonna happen around happy hour, so maybe around 5 or 6. But this thing started like around 11:30 in the
So
morning.
we were working at the cafe, and Will came back to do something with the kids, and he came over and he said, they're setting up for the party. I'm like, what?
I know.
At 11 o'clock?
It was
We're not
nuts.
ready for that. So unfortunately, we had a really busy work day. And we'll get to, many of the reasons why, but our registration for our class starts next week. So we've had a lot to do with marketing this week.
We
and
love marketing.
we love marketing. No, we
Oh
don't.
my gosh. Anyway.
Anyway, so we had to work a really long day, or really long for a Friday and whatnot.
Yep.
So we came over and they were just starting to finish up, but we started chatting with them, and they had brought over some dessert for the kids while the kids were doing their schoolwork, and they had.
Well, we'll get to comments in just a second.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
So
I'm gonna we'll finish
Stay
this thought
put.
and we'll get to
Yeah,
it. We
yeah, yeah.
promise we'll get to your comments. And then they said, bring over a dish and we'll give you some food so you don't have to cook tonight. And I'll go over comments,
Yep.
just say.
Okay.
And it was so sweet and adorable. I mean, really, really. So that was yesterday, right?
That was
okay.
yesterday.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna check the comments, and we can tell them about the fish and chips night. Okay, so,
So go back.
Hey,
go back.
Zeta.
Hey,
I know I
Zeta,
can see.
and,
I know where I am.
And Bob's talking to Zeta.
I already responded to Bob. Paul says we're always live when he's driving. It's probably better you hear us anyway and not see us, because we're kind of a this hair might scare anyone away, right?
But you know what? It's crazy because, we've been driving around. I guess we've been living outside the U.S. for like the last 4 years, and I don't think we ever lived in an environment where we had enough data in our data plans that we can stream while we're driving.
Oh my God, they have free Wi-Fi. It's amazing.
They do have good. This is the first place that actually has halfway decent Wi-Fi. Now, not
Yeah.
enough for a live stream, but enough for Netflix here or there. It's not too
chill.
bad. But anyway,
Jose wants to know where we are.
we are near
just came in.
Almeria. So
South
the
of
closest
Valencia.
the closest thing that I would say that is
Hola,
a
John!
landmark is a lot of the spaghetti westerns were filmed here. So I think like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was filmed like within like a
Bob
20
says hi,
minute
Avalon.
a 20-minute drive from here. So it's that whole area. They call it the desert of Europe, which I think is absolutely spectacular. We went to the beach the other day, and there's a lot of cool rock formations. Expect a lot of really interesting Instagram shots, by the way, from the rock formations. on
John
the
says
beach.
it sounds like we're tailgating. John, it totally feels like we're tailgating, but with better food. Because
And
at the
more
block
seasoned
party,
drinkers.
Everyone brought like a dish to the block party. So, I mean,
Yep.
it was all kinds of really yummy food. It was so nice for neither one of us to have to cook on
Yep,
a Friday night, because Monday through Thursday we each take a night that we cook, and then Friday night we're kind of like, who's gonna cook?
I know.
Like it's kind of like odd man out type. We'll draw straws or something. No one wants to cook on
By the way,
Friday.
for everyone who's on, if you can give this a big thumbs up, that would really help out, because maybe other people will find this live stream and maybe say, hey, where's Worldtowning?
Armenio, I think I
Okay.
pronounced it right. Hello. Shut the door. People can see you peeing.
Mom, I wasn't going to the bathroom anyway.
By the way, next week we're planning on doing a kids Q&A. So if you
Yeah,
guys,
if you have any questions
if you
for
guys
the
have any
kids,
questions for the kids, they're going to be jumping in on the live stream, and they're
And
going
you
to be
can-
doing a lot of Q&A.
if you want to message me, your question, or Will and I, or one of us, or email us something, you can do that too on Facebook
Yep.
or any place, or you can put it in the comments here if you want, and we'll go back and review them. So we'll start
Yep,
kind of
so
a list.
next Saturday, kids Q&A live on
excuse me.
Worldtowning. Check it out.
Where are we going? Where are we going next? Was one of the questions.
So basically, we're going to be here in
wait,
Spain.
let's finish up. Want to finish up the fish and chips, and then we can be done with
Sure.
our neighborhood,
Okay.
and then okay,
So fish and chips.
we'll come back to that. I promise.
Can I go outside and play in the very tall tree?
Yeah.
Yes, you can play. Okay.
All right. So Thursday night is fish and chips night here, and
And it's not just fish and chips night. It's like the big lively event of the evening. So you know how when you're at work, Thursday night's usually like the big happy hour week or day because everyone's ready to sort of be done for the week, and then Friday's just pretty much a wash. Well, it's pretty much here as well in Shady Acres. I'm calling
Yeah.
it Shady Acres from now on. because this
I
place
hope
is
they're not
just.
insulted by that. This is like
I like
honestly,
it.
this is
where we're supposed to. This is where we should have been all year long.
Yeah.
I mean, forget seeing all of Europe. I want to hang out with all the people here.
we
retired.
totally love it here, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
so fish and chip night.
We're like the
you
young
go
chaps.
and it's
I
what
love that.
five euros a person? Is that how
It's
much
like
it was?
$5.50 for fish and chips.
And
Essentially,
get this, they had music. So people that live
There's a
here,
live band.
live here for 3 months, whatever, they get up and they perform.
Right, so
we had Beatles. What else did we have? We had Mary.
we're Crosby, Stills and Nash. We're listening to CCR.
And they were singing.
They had ukuleles.
the kazoo.
They had kazoo guitars.
It was
so
much fun.
So basically, it's almost like a talent show. I
Yeah.
mean, except for just one band.
And people
But-
got up and danced and everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's so funny. They go, here we have Americans here. We're all like, oh. And the kids are like, oh my God.
They were thrown back that there were Americans here. Like, oh my gosh, what are
They
you guys
never
doing
have
here?
Americans
They're
here,
like, we
apparently.
usually go to your land for this time of year.
Yeah.
Why are you coming here? It's cold.
So it's
So we're just like, I don't know.
so
It's crazy.
far we've been here. What have we been here for? 2 days? 3 days?
We got here on Wednesday. So today's
Was it
Saturday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, we got here
So
Wednesday.
we've been here for 4 days.
4
It is
days,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 days.
2 days?
3.
2, 1. All right.
Right? Thursday's
We've been
one
here
day.
for a while.
Thursday's one day.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 days.
3 days.
So anyway, guys, there's going to be so much to tell you
We're a hot
about
mess,
this.
guys.
We're going to do a video. We're totally in love. Tonight is, I think tonight's curry night. I just
Tonight
can't
is
remember. I think
curry
that's what
night.
I saw on the menu.
And the band's
And
priming up
and
again for today.
We're so excited.
So we're gonna do so.
Okay, let me answer
hold on,
some-
hold
let
on,
me-
hold on.
okay, go ahead.
So basically, we're
so excited.
I mean, all right. So the question is, how is this going to play out in the videos, in the vlogs, and this is what we're still trying to
I
determine.
don't know. There's like a whole month's worth of stuff here.
All right, because there really is. So I mean, we're at the point now. If you're watching the videos, you know we're still catching up, and we're still like in Italy.
Yeah.
And we're really we're catching up fast. Now, when we say fast, we're doing more than 1 week.
Yes.
This is our version of daily at this
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
So
We're really trying to catch up because we want to get real time. We want to
Right.
be current. Really.
right. So we really haven't filmed a thing since New Year's Day.
And I just
since
want
the drone fire.
to comment. Jose said Valencia is super cool. A futuristic city center is awesome. I have to.
We went to the movies.
We're gonna share a little bit of our. We share a lot of our life, and I think we should be honest with this. We only saw a movie in Valencia, and that's it.
Right.
On Three Kings.
We went
Three
to
Kings Day.
we went to the mall of El Saler.
And not because we
And-
didn't want to see Valencia, but we have had the same amount.
I mean,
we've had a lot of work.
Listen, we go like this, guys. Okay, and then
We have to hyper focus on work
Right.
for weeks at a
Gosh,
time,
I'm
and
just-
that's kind of the space that we're in right now. So we didn't. Sometimes we have to make the choice of not to see a place, and we needed to get further south. We were freezing in
Right.
Valencia, and we had to make the choice that
and I think
we
you're
just
right.
had
We
to
just,
leave.
we just have to hyper focus, and so I think that January is like
It happens.
is our hyper focus month more than anything else because we're gearing up for a lot of work. We're gearing up for the classes starting up soon. We're doing a lot of marketing. We're trying to get it caught up on our videos.
We have something really cool we're going to launch this summer, but we have to start working on it now.
Yep.
So
So basically, this month is a lot of just sitting down and doing stuff, and thank goodness that we have like 2 months worth of videos that we have to get caught up on. So don't expect a lot from Spain when we actually do our videos, but expect something really cool from this place that we're at now.
Oh yeah. We're definitely gonna.
yeah.
Okay, let's answer a couple questions first.
Okay.
Where next?
So where next? We are going to be okay. So we're gonna hang out in this campground that we're at for like another week.
Probably another
I
week. We
think.
love it.
We honestly, if we could
And
stay here
then-
till like February, I'd be
I
totally happy.
totally would, but we
I
have
feel
some
like we're
other-
losing out on the opportunity of being here. So
Right.
That's the only thing that's
now
killing us.
because we're on the coast. Now tomorrow we're gonna go for a really long hike. It's supposed to be amazing. We've only just run down to the beach for like exercise and gym
Yep.
class and stuff like that. But what we've seen is beautiful. So tomorrow we're gonna take it a step further. So follow us on the Instagram stories and you can kind of come along with us.
Yep.
Now
we have to go.
We're making our we're exactly. Now we can't sleep in.
No.
We're making our way a little bit further south. We have some friends in the coastal area of Granada. I know Granada's not on the coast, but we're gonna go see them and hang out with them. And then
We're gonna go skiing.
We're gonna go skiing.
So there is
And-
what we did not know, which thank God we figured it out, because we have skis with us, and we're desperately trying to go skiing because we don't want skis with us anymore.
yeah, they're barely fitting the kids, so we want to.
Well, not just that, but they barely fit in the RV.
They do. So we want to use the skis, and then we're gonna give them to a friend of ours.
Yep.
So we're gonna go skiing probably next weekend or the following weekend.
Yep.
We're gonna see our friends, and then we are going to Park Lemonade for about 10 days, a little more than that, because we are going to Mexico to hang out with my family. We're
like
having a family vacation
family
together.
vacation. It's gonna
And
be
so
fun.
we're going to hang out with them for, about, I guess, a little under 2 weeks.
We're gonna be
in Mexico, in Cabo.
Yep, in Cabo.
And then, and we hope to be daily by then, guys.
No, well, we better
or
be by
our
then.
version of
No,
daily,
no,
which
no,
will
no.
be 5 days a week.
So basically, yeah.
and then-
enough of this daily stuff.
And then after that, we will come back here and we will pick up Lemonade. We'll hit the further southern part of Spain, and then we're going to head over to Morocco.
And then
which is on my list of
and we'll be
places
there
to
for
go.
about 48 hours.
Morocco. The jury's still out on this. Well, let's go to Morocco for a month. I want to go for 3,
It's
so
not
we
gonna
may
be
end up
3 months.
compromising
There's no
on
way it's
2.
gonna be 3 months.
So
At this point, we have too many deadlines that we have to hit before we can
Yes.
be saying we're going to be in Morocco for 3 months. I mean, we have one hard stop, like mid-May. We have to be in the UK because we have an
Yes.
appointment in the UK in
Yeah.
mid-May.
So we have to make ourselves our way. We have to see Morocco, go up the coast of Portugal, the coast of France, and make our way to
We may
the
visit
UK.
friends in Paris. We don't
Yeah.
know.
So
It's-
we do have I'd say every 4 months we have a spot we need to be, and that
Yep.
kind of keeps us in check. Because honestly, we could stay here at Shady Acres. Is that what you're calling it?
I love it.
I could stay
I
here for a
love
month.
it. We can be here. We can be here, and then they'll come back next season and be like,
We'll
"Where
still
you been?"
we'll still be. They are really, really. I'm okay. Well,
Okay,
no
so
more
so
of
by
it.
the way, for those of
Okay.
you who have joined us, we are near Almeria, Spain. Welcome, and if you can give us a big thumbs up on the stream, that'd be awesome.
Okay,
All right.
John wants to know what happened with the drone.
All
Guys,
right,
okay.
All right. So yesterday,
She flew yesterday? Or was that today?
Yesterday.
That was
This
yesterday?
was yesterday.
Oh my gosh, the days are blending together.
I know
All right.
this is what happens when you come to Retirementville.
I know.
It's just that's it. We
Everything
come
goes-
here to pasture.
But we feel at such peace. We're working insane hours, guys, but we feel so. Do you feel kind of zen here?
I do. No one's in a hurry.
I mean, I do get
mean-
a little jealous, like when I go to the restroom or something, and everyone's tipped back in their chairs, and I'm like, oh,
The drama is that someone's electric bike the motor doesn't want to run anymore,
yeah.
and that's it.
And
So-
then everyone thinks Will knows what he's doing because he has a drone.
They're
so
like,
they think
and-
he can help him.
and they say, oh wait, you have electronics and you can speak Spanish. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
anyway, I can't fix an electric bike. Sorry about that. But so the drone, what happened? All right, so 2 weeks have come and gone. It sat in rice for about a week,
Yeah.
around a week,
And then Will left her there for another week because he was mad about the fire.
No. It sat in there for like a week, and then it was because we had to leave Valencia. And so, and we didn't want this tote bag full of rice with a drone in it, and
Yeah.
with the kid maybe sort of walking on top of it in the middle of the night because I have to go to the bathroom. That would not be good. So we had to empty it with rice, and that for me that was the hardest part because
He was sad to see the rice go.
no, but once you soak it in rice for I guess you immerse it in rice for more than one sort of in and out. Rice is all over the place inside there. So the hardest part for me was actually getting
So we spent
the
2
rice
days going like
grains
this, trying
out.
to get the rice out.
And I mean, it was like a maraca, and you were like, and you keep on sort of banging it, trying to get it
Avalon
out.
was really good though. She did a great job getting the rice out. She was kind of finding holes and pushing the holes, and it was falling out.
So I think it was at the point where there's only like 1 grain of rice left in there, at least that we could hear. And I was like, forget this.
He flew
It's
it.
never gonna come out unless.
All right,
I
long
just
story
fly.
short.
I flew it. It turned on. It was fantastic. It went up in the air, and it still records.
And now Will.
Oh my gosh.
He's such a hot ticket here that oh, you know what else happened? Well, I'll get to that. That now guys here that have drones want to get drone classes from
So
Will.
there's one other guy. There's one other guy.
I
that
heard
has
a bunch of
drone.
people talking about it at the bathroom
Oh,
today.
stop it. In the women's bathroom.
They were taking a poll about how old Will was, and they thought he was 43, which is a couple years younger than he is.
I'm
so
47,
he had to
guys.
climb in through the sunroof because he
Yeah.
couldn't fit in the door because his head was so big.
Oh, stop it. Oh my gosh. Okay, now you're crazy. All right.
All right.
In
so
3 years, my marathon time will allow me to qualify for Boston. So that's all I care about.
Gerard says no drones in Morocco.
I heard.
Really?
I heard that, yes. So my only question
no.
with this.
Well, that doesn't stop
Gerard.
Will. That doesn't stop you.
No. So this is a big question. So Gerard.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
No, I've heard that. So Gerard, I mean, how bad are the customs when you're coming through the border? I mean,
Hi, Pamela and
are
Johns.
they searching all the bags and everything else, or are they just wave you through and wave you back? Because I'm wondering whether I need to park the drone
Oh,
someplace.
you don't think? Well, they won't even let you
going
in
through-
with it.
I don't know. I have no. I mean, I'm not going to go and put it on the table when we're going through.
We're
but
gonna
it's-
smuggle her in
but
like
it's
under a
but
seat.
it's in a bag, and it's sort of in a place that is not easily
That's
seeable
such
because
a bummer.
I mean, why? Because it's mostly we just put it away
I
because
don't
we don't
wanna-
want it shuffling around. When we're
I don't
driving.
want to do anything illegal, Will.
No, 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 no. I'm not even saying that. I'm
I don't
just
think
wondering.
I would fare well in
I'm
jail
curious whether it needs to stay behind or whether
there. Or leave
sort
it with
of-
our friends in Spain.
I'm questioning that. But I mean, I can only imagine the cool drone shots driving through the desert with the RV. That's, I don't know.
Zeta says,
don't think
yeah,
about
Kenya and Lion is a good thing to film from Zeta. Yeah, we'll have to film it from the ground, huh? Lily
So Gerard,
Lonnie
if you know, let me know.
wants to know how much is the daily in the campground. It's pretty expensive.
It's like 30. So we have Axie card. Axie's like the big like campground discount card that you have, and for us it's 19 euros for 2 people overnight plus electricity.
Yeah.
Well, including electricity. If you have kids, which I don't know how they're gonna know if you have kids, but
We're not gonna
but we're
lie.
honest about that. And
We're not
it
gonna
drives me
lie.
bananas that we're honest about it because there's no way they're gonna find out.
We
But
just set a good example for our kids. But
but
we'll fly
it
the drone
is-
any place.
It is $6 a night for the kid, for each kid. So
I'm expensive.
This is,
I
I
know.
think, this is probably the most expensive we paid for
this
a
is the most
campground.
expensive during the off season.
Yeah, and usually we don't, and we balance it out with boondocking and stuff like that. But frankly, there are times where we have to hyper focus with work, and this is the best way for
Right,
us
but
to
the
do
only
it,
way we
so.
justify it is because if you do 8 nights, your
get one
8th night
free.
is free.
And since we're going to be here for 6 months,
Well, we were thinking originally we're going to be here for 3 nights. We're like, well, forget that. Let's stay here 8. Let's spend more so we can feel like we're getting a better
but
deal.
then once we met everyone, we're like, I'm so glad we decided to stay longer.
yeah,
Okay,
Happy hour's
so
fun.
let's see. Hello, Pamela and Johnny's. You risk the drone being seized. Do not take it, says Aiden. Wow. And Bob's going to email you
You
a
risk
link
it
with
being
Morocco
seized.
drone info.
No,
Okay, Gerard
I've
says
seen
another
it.
van family sent the drone onto their next EU destination after Morocco. Their van was searched.
Their van was searched. Okay.
I
don't know.
think we just leave it. I don't want to.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna leave it with our friends.
She's
Dad?
had a lot of near-death experiences.
I know what we do.
I don't think
I
it's
know
a
what we
good idea.
do. We buy a second drone. They find the first one,
And they
we
think they're
sit,
done.
and then that's it. So that's what we have to do. We have
Because
to,
they're not going to be watching this.
no. So we're gonna basically Morocco. We only have one drone. We only have one drone for now.
So, what about sunshine? Do you think we need a passport for sunshine?
I don't know.
I mean, the other people here said they took their dog right in. Oh, but they have a passport, so we might need to get a
What do you mean,
passport.
passport? What? The dog has a passport?
Baloo has a passport. Animals have passports if they go from different countries. Yeah.
It's true.
they-
I want one.
Yep.
All right. You're an animal, Avalon? All right.
Hey.
All right, so all right, so where are we? Okay, so we've covered where we are. We've talked about the drone flying again.
All right. So
Talk about the fire.
We already talked about the fire.
But,
we're way past
but
that.
we're very. I mean, it was a very big sigh of relief. So I mean, let's talk about the drone. So essentially,
Again?
we turned it on, and it did turn on. So we were super
eating the
excited.
cheese, sorry.
I know. It's anticlimactic because you guys already know that it flew. But the biggest thing for me was asking of whether sort of the remote control would connect, and it did. And then
All
we'll go
right,
to see what,
Aiden, thank you.
what.
The fine for using the drone is 1,000 euros minimum, and possibly with prison.
Oh my gosh! Why do you have to tell people this stuff?
Will would not do well in prison.
Why would see this?
see
Just
that hair?
this just gets people
it needs to
worried.
be washed once in a while.
All right, you know.
I appreciate it. I don't want to go to jail. And they always take the
All right.
woman.
Same here.
So where are we gonna put it? All right. Anyway, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with it.
Without you, Dad, if you're so after keeping the drone.
Yeah, but the drone shots from Morocco will be amazing.
No, it's not even you can't even bring it, Will, let alone fly it. Okay, we're moving on. Will's sad. He's gonna have a rough night tonight.
All right.
Bob says world prisoning. Will would sneak his camera in there, Bob. I
We've
could send him
talked
in
about
with my Instagram. Oh, you know what? Take the drone. Take the drone. That's a great idea.
There's actually it's funny you talk about that because there's a clip in the video that's coming out tomorrow about us being in Rome and seeing all the sights to see, where basically we talk about that.
About prison?
About what we would do if we got in prison.
Cry. I would cry. I would
Yes.
cry.
I know.
I would say take Will. He likes prison.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. But that's a sneak preview for tomorrow's video.
Okay. Zeta says she's sorry, but she wants you here live. So yes, we're not taking Droney.
Well, maybe we
Droney's
could do live from prison. That'd be amazing. It'd be so much fun.
All right. Okay. So what do you want to talk about next?
That would be such a great title for a video.
You talked about.
It's almost like Elvis live.
Don't
from
even
prison
get
or
Will
something like
started. Oh my goodness.
that. Jailhouse Rock.
Well, then I'd have to start a GoFund to bail you out, and I'd be one of those annoying people. All right.
All right.
So, okay, did you want to talk about your videos at all? How it's going? You said what
Yeah,
what do they want to see more
I
of?
don't know.
Sharing all the good
Question,
stuff.
question. Because there's been a lot of comments. By the way, thank you. First of all, the workaway video we're super proud of.
Yes.
I thought that was one of the best videos that we put out in a very long time.
And
for me, I have a top 5 of videos. Do you have a top 5 videos?
Oh gosh, I can't remember them all. But the Workaway, the founder of Workaway reached out to us.
So cool.
And
so
said
we
he-
reached out to them saying, by the way, check out our video.
Yeah, that's true. I reached out to them. And then he responded and said, this is really me. I don't normally watch this stuff or have time, but I did. And I sat for the whole, I think it was 30 minutes. I loved it.
Signed his admin.
And so he put it on. He didn't say signed his admin. I think it was really him.
Anyway.
And they put it on Workaway TV. And anyway,
And
we're
they gave
really
us-
proud of
they
that
gave us-
video. I
And
think
they gave
it's
us a free year of Workaway
Yeah,
admission.
yeah.
A total value of $20.
Hey, I'm happy.
We're very happy
I
about
think
that.
that's a really good glimpse at our family and what we enjoy and how we're learning. Every
Yes.
day doesn't look like that. Every week doesn't look like that.
But
it
that was a really cool experience.
I'm going to tell you, it's it is right now for me. It's the top experience we've had in Europe so far.
Right, and that was
Yeah, same
and
for
for
me.
anyone
Same
who
for
ed-
you,
anyone-
Avalon
And
top
actually,
experience.
anyone who
we're gonna
edits
have to do that
video.
again.
We're gonna do it again. Avalon's
For
on the
the
prowl
class,
for another one.
Yep,
Yeah.
anyone who edits video, I had 3 hours of footage to whittle down to half an hour, and that was, I mean,
There was a lot of complaining.
Talk about reliving the experience, but basically,
Largo, was that
there's
your
a lot.
favorite
There's,
experience
there's a
so
lot
far?
of there's a lot of TLC that went into that video, so I hope you guys liked it.
Yeah, and what
we really
what kind
enjoyed
of you can message us something. What kind of workaway should we do next? Like I want to do a cheese farm, and I want to stay there for like 2 months.
Yep.
Cheese farm doesn't exist. It's a cheese factory.
Whatever, I'm fine with that too.
That's fine. It's like a cow farm.
I'm fine with
basically.
just staying at a cheese store for 3 months.
Basically. This is a grocery store right over there. Just stay right there.
All right, let's see if we get some more comments here. Aiden says you can try to hide it inside a natural orifice and regret you have chosen such a big drone. Okay, what do we use? Do we have the GoPro? Only starting blogging about our motorhome journeys. What do we use for a drone? What drone do we have?
No, there's a question about the drone. Okay, well, I guess we want to talk equipment.
Dad,
we use a lot of stuff.
Not everything is about the drone.
No, I get it.
Good
I get
idea.
it.
Well, all the equipment that we use, there's links to it in
the videos, I put like
the
a
video,
quick
so you
description
can
of
see
stuff.
the link to all of it.
With an
but-
affiliate link that doesn't work because no one's ever shopped anything on Amazon based on an affiliate link. So I gotta get that thing turned on again. But anyway, so what do we shoot with? We shoot with a Canon 80D is our main camera that I shoot with. It's got a Rode Video Mic Pro on top. I use a Canon G7X Mark II as a point and shoot, and I do have a GoPro. I rarely use it, but I do.
The sound
have a
is
GoPro.
bad on it.
Well, yeah, but
If
I
you're
mean,
talking.
but so basically in the video that we just did for the Workaway, the most of the stuff that we did on the horses,
Yeah.
that was slow mo. That was actually done with the GoPro.
That was GoPro stuff?
because I was able to put that at 120 frames per second and get some really cool slow mo. So I was pretty happy with that. So every tool has its use, and the GoPro is really good in linear mode, etc. So. All right, that's me.
Did you finish about your videos? I think I cut you off.
No. So
Did
basically,
you ask everyone to share and
yeah, I mean, so if you guys can share, that would be really fantastic. We're really trying to grow the channel, and if you guys know
And
people
we'll-
at work who would like our content,
talking about it around the water cooler?
talking about it while you're talking about sort of who did what in football over the weekend.
Will works really, really hard on these videos, and
Dad.
we love that he works hard on them, and we want to share love. Have you been eating chocolate?
little bit.
I ate my Nutella.
Yeah.
Same here.
I wonder how I knew.
All right, but that is yep. There you
Oh.
go.
Did you have a question, Largo?
Somebody was commenting about the drone.
Yep.
Just
Whether-
asking what happened to it and if it was okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Jose, I think that's a good idea. Find wineries. We have stayed at a couple France Passion wineries.
In the Cava.
And we did
There's a lot
cava,
backlogged.
a cava tour, which we did outside of Barcelona that hasn't been shared on the video.
You wanna grab a bottle?
We've spent a lot of
yeah, the
time
Worldtowning
at
cava.
the wineries and champagne farms and all this kind of good stuff.
You made now drink.
Zeta says hi, Largo.
World-
So we have our own
Cava.
branded cava, which
Actually, this is the cava we made, and We always put our sticker on everything. Brand it away.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
We have a lot of these stickers. We don't do anything with them.
Can I pop the
I hand them
top?
out to people roll down the window and hand them out as we're driving.
It's funny because
All
when,
right.
when we actually got into the RV, we had the Worldtowning logo put on like a decal.
Yep.
And then we had the guy who put all the decals together make us like 100 stickers, and they're still
can't-
sitting there. We can't.
I forget they're there. I forget to give them to
We
people.
can't give 'em
like,
away
You know, I just forget. I just forget that we have them.
That's the problem of being in countries that don't speak English, essentially, because
You guys
it's hard
should
to
sell
find
them.
it's hard to find fans of our videos anywhere we go. So maybe we have to go to the U.S. and start giving
Yeah.
them away,
Guys, I've got an
or
idea.
UK, or
What's your idea, Largo?
or back to France.
My idea is you put them on your website as like 50-cent stickers.
Yeah,
You
but
think we should
Why?
sell them?
we should sell them.
Okay.
Or you
Yep.
can
I like that idea.
give them if you like buy $50.
All right.
It's 50 cents a sticker and $5 for shipping from Europe.
Yeah. Jose says our RV trip was only 6 months, so no real time to work. That's not a bad thing at all. I think that you can see
You enjoy it
You
more.
can see so much, and you can enjoy it. And you don't have to kind of figure out the work-life adventure
Right.
balance. Because we're into this for eternity, I guess. And starting on our 4th year, we could never do this without working. Because one, we love to work and we love what we do, but two, we need to
Right.
support ourselves.
But here's something really
I think it's
interesting.
really cool to just be able to take off 6 months or a year and just go and just
I
hyper
think it's worth
focus
it.
on just enjoying it and letting yourself recharge and all that kind of stuff.
Any way to sort of reconnect with yourself is a great opportunity. But here's an interesting thing, because you said the 6-month mark. We've been in here for about 6 months, around there.
Oh,
in
we
the
got a
RV.
6-month anniversary.
Around
right?
there, yeah.
July, August, September, October, November. Oh my gosh, we didn't do anything for it.
Well-
Let's pop that champagne, that cava.
Can we?
No, not yet.
We're only
It's
we're
not- it's not
13
cold.
days late.
But essentially, so we've
I've
been
got
in
an
here.
idea.
What is it?
To celebrate, you guys let us eat an ice cream.
Yeah.
We can do that tonight.
I'm sure one of the neighbors will bring
I'm
you
sure
over
we
an
can do
ice
that.
cream
We
tonight.
you had ice cream last night.
And the night
So,
before. Night
All right.
It's our anniversary.
All right. Anyway, but here's an interesting thing. We've been in the RV now for about 6 months. We should have done like a 6-month check-in. Actually, there's going to be a 6-month check-in.
You know,
in one
I
of the videos.
didn't-
Hold on, no, but we had that. Remember, we did that one on our way back to France.
that's
We did that.
right,
We did
yeah.
a self-assessment.
Yeah, we did.
So don't worry. We have a
We didn't.
self-assessment
We should
coming.
have. I mean, we didn't even think about it because we actually went live on our 6-month anniversary. I think we were so consumed with the fire on the 31st.
And that was
The
pretty
first
much-
was our
That
anniversary.
was our anniversary. Happy
Yay.
anniversary.
It's a good
Almost
anniversary.
died.
We didn't die.
I know. So essentially, what we've realized, and I don't think we realized that until like this week, and this is the really interesting part, is because now we're 2 weeks or 1 week, 2 weeks back into school
Yeah.
this week.
What was
And-
this, the second week?
No, this is the first.
No.
Second. Yeah, it's the second.
It's the second week.
Second week back into school.
I
They
have
took a
to
2-week break.
And I have to say that living in this RV was a real challenge the first, I would say, half of the year, or half
First 3-4 months.
well, I mean, September, October, November, when school was back in.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because we were
absolutely.
adjusting back in here. I would like to say, and I'm going to go on record here to the kids.
Because
You
they're
guys-
right over here.
You guys have been amazing
They have
thank
done
you.
with
really
school
great
for the first 2 weeks.
The first 2 weeks
Keep it up.
back in. It's
Is this a bad time to mention that I've been watching YouTube half the time?
oh yeah, that's
stop,
Don't mention
stop.
that now. Not on camera.
I'm kidding.
People think we're good parents.
we are good parents.
But anyway, we're really
We are really proud of the kids.
we're really
because-
proud of the kids, and it's helping all around, because the better that they get their schooling done, then the
Yeah.
less we have to sort of
we make
be
a
on top
real,
of them.
We make a real effort to make them accountable for their work. We try not to micromanage. Largo, it's his first year of doing this, so we have to
And
not
if you guys-
micromanage
if
him,
you
but
guys agree-
facilitate him
If
more.
you guys agree, give this video a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get that
My
number
gosh, Dad.
out. I'm trying to.
Will's
you know
trying
what?
to get that thumbs up to
But-
the amount of viewers. So let's
I-
get it
I am,
rolling.
I
Let's
am,
make
I
him a
am.
happy man. Yeah. So balancing it all, and I mean, this is a whole other topic for another day. We could probably do a whole Saturday evening talking about this. But balancing our business and work and their school, for Avalon, it's not too difficult because she's been doing this for several years and she is in the groove and kind of recognizes that once she gets her school done, she's done for the day and she's, free to do what she wants. And Largo's realizing that too, but he's younger and just starting out. So, you think about being in a small space and running a business, a startup, and schooling your kids, and then trying to adventure and trying to eat healthy and all that kind of stuff, it definitely has transitions. And I feel like
Yep.
it's only been the last couple months that we've really come into a really sweet spot. Before that was really, really challenging. So just saying that, just because if you are watching and you are going to be RVing or
And homeschooling
motorhoming
your kids.
and homeschooling your kids or working or not doing any of them, it's still a transition. So if you're currently in that transition or you're going to be in that
We
transition,
feel you.
just remember, we feel you. It's totally normal. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just everything kind of finds its place in time, and you just
Yes.
have to be patient and trust that the planets will align and it will happen. You know.
Right.
So,
Wait
that
a
being
minute,
said,
people! I have an amazing idea.
Avalon has an
And
idea.
Don't turn
What's
to
your
the
idea?
bottle because
If
it
you
doesn't
like
help.
this, comment that you do. But maybe one day we could do like a 360 live, so everyone could see like what's going on around the camera while you guys
Can
are
you do
having
that on
live.
YouTube?
I don't know.
Yes, you can. We have a 360 camera as well.
That's a good idea.
We have
I
a lot
like
of
that
gear, by the way.
suggestion.
Oh, that's,
I like
that's
that.
something else that we don't put into our gear list. We have a 360 camera.
Yeah, that's a great
But we
idea, Avalon.
never-
I like that.
I don't know.
Okay, Jose says, our only huge main worry we had was homeschooling our daughter. Okay, so while he was traveling for the 6 months, he had to homeschool his daughter.
How old is she?
Well, I think they're done now, but
Oh, okay.
but
Right.
you get so much of an education just being out on the road. She probably went back if she was in traditional school
The
and was
one-
like far
one
ahead
really-
of
yeah.
before she where she needed to be. I would assume.
One really easy way to sort of indoctrinate yourself into that is, without getting into a formal homeschooling program, if you can, is to basically make sure that you fill up every location with really cool educational activities.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't,
hands-on stuff.
Right,
Read about it. Documentaries.
it doesn't have to be essentially a museum, but it has to be something where you feel like you're getting some value out of it.
Yeah.
And like Jessica said,
Study
documentaries
maps. I
and
mean,
everything else.
among the traditional part of our homeschooling program, we read to the kids every night. They read a ton of books,
Yep.
and
We have
they
this.
journal, and then they keep track of where we are on the map, an old school map. And we watch documentaries, and then we
Yep.
do hands-on experiences and all kinds of stuff. And we will talk about that in greater detail and share that, because I know that's something that people are very curious about. And it took us. We've kind of ebbed and flowed over the years and changed things and worked to make them work for our family. We use online resources. We used self-paced programs. We use programs that actually with other some of their classes with other kids on a Zoom
They have
Zoom
basic, there's a
interface.
lot of stuff. There's
And
one-on-one
they
stuff.
have,
there's
we
everything.
have tutors through Skype,
Yep.
and so there's a variety of things, and we will be obviously addressing.
We're going to be
all
talking
that
about
and
all
sharing
those once we go daily.
Once we go daily, we're going to talk more about.
And we talk about daily a lot. We've been talking about daily for like 2 months now,
Yeah.
and we haven't done it. And
Well, it's not that we haven't done it. We're just still trying to catch up
we're
on
still trying to
others,
catch
and
up.
that's so.
Well, the
that's
problem is we just have to totally go cold turkey on the camera, but then we're not
Yeah.
recording anything. That's
Yeah.
no fun.
We have some questions.
We're very bad about recording everything.
Lily asks, after the 1 year visa expires, can you renew it again? Yes.
Yes.
So after our 1 year visa expired, we renewed ours. They gave us one more year, and they gave the kids 5 years
Right.
each. So,
and so you just have to go to the prefecture
Largo,
and go
chopstick up
apply, and and go from there.
yeah.
You
I mean,
just-
it's a process, obviously, and there's time and kind of some bureaucracy stuff, but it's possible to do it. Do you have any? Let's see. Do you have any problems with your RV now, or everything's fixed? It's always just small things
The
like
trash.
the trash can is stuck, so we can't get the trash can open.
So one
it's
of the
something
things-
on the track.
Yep.
I mean, everything is small. Like we said, I think we're
we need-
under €1,000 of what we
We're
put
around
into.
1,000.
We're around 1,000
around
now.
1,000.
Around
So-
1,000 of what we've had to put
around
into
there.
it for repairs in 6 months. So I don't think that's too bad.
The last thing that we did, by the way, which we haven't shown anyone, I don't think we recorded it. We just had the brakes replaced.
The brake pads.
The brake pads, and that was
which
200?
normal wear and tear, so that's about €200.
We don't have a new camping car. It's a used one. So things are going to go wrong, but I feel quite happy that we're around €1,000 for 6 months. I think that's doing pretty well. I don't have any complaints, and nothing has been really major except
Yep, but new brake pads, and so
Yeah.
she stops on a dime, and
Yeah.
then everything falls off the table.
Aga says, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. I started homeschooling my son 1 year ago in UK, but I gave up because I did not feel any support from anyone, not even my husband. I'm thinking about trying again. It's hard to get the support.
So
It
that is let me sort of, because I'm not gonna say I was the unsupportive one, but I was the least all in
Well, I don't know.
when it came to
When I first mentioned it to Will, he was like, "What?"
well,
And then you were like, "Let's do this." And
right,
I was
because
like, "I don't know."
our deal was this. Our deal was that we wanted to go, but we wanted to do it with a corporate expat package where the company takes care of everything. Once we realized that wasn't going to happen, then she kept on saying, "I want to do it anyway." And I was like, "How are we going to live?" And so I was the reluctant one.
We're talking about homeschooling.
Oh,
Did you
I
miss-
thought you meant. I thought you meant.
No, I think you.
Dad!
Okay.
I lost you. All right.
You're on a different topic. So
Okay, we'll talk about travel.
Aga said that she started homeschooling but stopped
Oh,
doing it because she
I
wasn't
miss-
getting
sorry,
or
Aga.
she wasn't getting any.
But if your husband's not into traveling either, you can use this story to help you.
So with Will and I first kind of.
I was into it.
No, no.
He always did math.
At first, I mentioned to the first time I mentioned to a long time ago, like
Oh,
years
no,
before we
yeah,
started
I'm
traveling.
all for it.
Yeah, but at first he was like, "What? That's kind of weird." This was honestly like 8 years ago, and then I kind of backburnered and didn't really think about it. We were still living a very traditional life. And then he brought it up and said, "I really think we should consider doing this." You know, that's when we were talking about traveling, and I was the one who was kind of like, "Oh boy, it's such a huge responsibility and such a commitment, and if it goes astray and it messes up, it's all my fault and our fault and yada yada." And basically I just started reading insane amounts of information about and connecting with other families that were homeschooling. And then I talked with Will about it, and Will was always on board, which is I think truly amazing. Neither Will or I were homeschooled. I went to a public school in a small town in Maine, and Will went to pretty much the polar opposite of
I went to a
homeschooling.
college prep, high school, and,
All
and
boys
everything
Catholic
else.
school.
It was.
And I think it's remarkable that you were such a driving force
Well,
in this. Considering
this is what I am truly of the belief of, is that if anyone who wants to educate someone can educate someone, and you don't need to be sort of an education savant to actually teach your kid. You just have to want to educate your kid. And
where you fall short, there's all kinds of resources online. There's tutors, there's classes, you can find people to help you in the areas that are not your strength. And I think for both of us, we saw we wanted to do it, but the real seal of the deal was, seeing, we did it with our daughter first, was seeing just how happy she was and how she grew and how I could go on about this for days,
the
guys.
hard part,
I won't, but
if there is a hard part, it is the first 6 months.
First 6 months are hard.
It's getting
Yeah,
over
so-
the patience hump, because there is sort of a shift in equilibrium.
Getting your
and,
confidence about doing it.
and getting the child, the kid, the student,
Right, there's
to basically realize that even though they have this newfound freedom, it does not come without sort of
There's
responsibility.
this theory around homeschooling that the kid needs to be deschooled for every month that they were in a brick and mortar traditional education system. We did not do that with either one of our kids, and I think that's what made the transition a little bit harder. So I would recommend that if you could. And if you're going to try it again, definitely give it more than 6 months, because we wanted to pull our hair out for the first 6 months with Avalon, and probably pretty close to that with Largo as well.
And if your husband needs someone to talk to, let me know.
Excuse me.
And if you're going to travel full time, let us know too. We can help with-
So that's our bit on that.
Yep.
So Zita wants to know, is all of you still loving this RV life? Are you coming to doing something else? Not yet. We're all still loving it.
But we are planning on doing. I'm not gonna say break.
We do have something.
We do have something planned.
We have something planned, and we could probably talk about it right now.
I
What do
think
you
we
think?
can.
I haven't
Yep.
heard of that.
Me neither.
Yes,
What is
we've
this?
talked about this.
Yes, one of you wants to do it, one of you doesn't.
Which one?
It's something that's going to take about 6 weeks to do. And it's
We are going to
do
hike the Camino.
No!
Camino de Santiago. Yeah. So it is a 4 to 6 week hike, depending on how fast you want to go, and it's going to take us through northern Spain, through like
France part. We're going to start in France.
where's it go? Like to almost close to Madrid or something like
No,
that. I don't even know.
West.
West. And so we're going to spend about 4 to 6 weeks doing that. So we're going to park Lemonade somewhere and
Yeah.
then hike and then take a train back to her and resume our antics.
We're gonna
So
we're
we're
still gonna work. We're gonna take a couple days a week off the trail to work and teach our class and shoot videos and all that good stuff. The kids will not be in school. That we're shooting to get them done by June 1st so we can start. And we're actually going to look for people that want to join us, for a week at a time. So if anyone's interested and they're planning on hiking the Camino or whatnot, let us know.
Yep. We like a big crowd.
So
you're gonna
we
watch.
thought it'll be fun to
I'm
kind
gonna have
of.
a big backpack in back and the drone in front.
And I am
and a
looking at
camera like
bringing a
this.
backpack this big. I'm not bringing much. You don't need
Nope.
much on that trail. There's places to stay along the way. You don't have to bring a tent. So this is kind of us testing out the waters because at some point we want to do the Appalachian Trail with
Yep.
the kids.
No.
Largo
That's-
wants to.
it's
Avalon's not
coming.
too
It's
interested,
coming.
but
It's coming.
I
You
think
know what?
I think we can bribe her.
The kids need to have these tests in life, and this is one of the things that sort of we really believe. We believe that sort of to build character and to sort of give them the fuel to sort of live their life the way that it's truly their own.
To do hard things.
They need to know how to do hard things, and
Yeah.
this is one of the things that we're trying to instill.
And we don't even consider. I don't consider this super hard, but it's one of those things where obviously it's
I
hard.
think a lot of people would say living in a 21-foot box and homeschooling and working at the
hard.
same time
It's hard for them.
is not easy. but you know what? We do the best we can. If they're gonna walk away going, nothing could be sort of more challenging than that. But you know what? As long as you can laugh about it,
I
that's
mean,
all
we
that counts.
did a 4-day hike in the Andes with a guide, and they carried all of our, the tents and fed us to Machu Picchu. And we had high altitude and really bad weather. And there were many times where the kids said, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't go on, I can't do it. And they did it, guys. They did it. And kids can do things, and they are strong, and it is great for their
And
self-esteem.
Largo was like the youngest person
Yeah.
that our guide has ever taken.
Yeah,
which
they
is
can
really
do
cool.
it. We just, as adults, we shelter them from that. We don't put our kids in dangerous situations, but we take them out and we do things with them and we challenge them and we want them to know what their body can do and how strong it is and how powerful it is and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I did see.
one there.
And,
I know.
and we don't put them in a dangerous situation. That's why we don't let you drive.
Bob said, "Did we see the movie The Way?" Yes. What a
We
great
did?
movie! Oh, I did.
Oh,
What's
With
the movie The Way?
Martin Sheen, right?
I don't even.
We should let you guys watch
What
it.
is
It's
it?
about the Camino.
Yeah, it's about the Camino.
I don't know.
So basically, his son passes away on the Camino, and he kind of goes and
my
does.
God.
Oh,
Yeah,
you told me
you
about
told
that.
me.
Soul searching kind of,
Yeah.
You told me to watch that one.
Yep. So we have to watch that.
Lily said you did the Inca Trail with them, right? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was a
We
lot of fun.
did. And on top of it, Avalon, she did not get sick because of the altitude. We were already living at high altitude in Ecuador. She got some sort of virus. So she hiked. She had to hike 10 hours one day with a fever, which was manageable with medicine. But the next day, the last couple of hours, we had to pay a porter to carry out. Her fever was really high, and I couldn't get it down.
Oh, by the
with
way, we haven't talked
medicine.
about-
But that was the end of our. Those were the last 3 hours of our hike to begin with. I mean, she was never at a dangerous point or anything like that, or we would have. We have evacuation insurance. We would have used it. But she definitely had to push that envelope and really, work through.
We haven't talked about cheese
I know
yet.
we haven't talked
And
about
you
the
guys
cheese.
are
Oh my
over
gosh.
time.
No, we're
We're
not.
not over
No,
time.
we're not. But basically, we haven't talked about cheese yet. So
got some
basically,
time
so
still.
those
Don't
of you
worry.
who don't know or didn't follow us in the past, we usually talk about a cheese because we really like cheese. And if you guys watch the videos, I think you might have figured that out. So our cheese of the week today is
Don't eat too much, lover. We're going for curry.
it's just sheep's milk cheese. It
Curry
doesn't really
dinners.
have a name because the package said
Testing.
just sheep's
That's
milk.
good.
Sniff.
But
Sniff. Is it good?
It
Sniff.
smells like
it's Spanish.
Goats.
It's
goat,
sheep's.
maybe. Yeah. Listen.
No, it's sheep's.
It's sheep's.
Doesn't
Bah.
doesn't
Bah,
say anything.
bah. It's calling you.
Actually, this is what you have to do with chocolate. Like the crack of it. It's
Yeah, you learned that. Where
What
did you
was
learn
that?
that?
We learned that.
It was in the second. No, it
No,
wasn't Nestle. It
no.
was.
It's a different museum. It wasn't
Is
necessarily.
It was the one that had the choco
The Cahiers.
guides.
Yeah.
Cahiers, yeah.
Cahiers.
That was a really
In
good one.
Switzerland.
Yeah,
They give
that was
you
a great
free
one.
candy.
We had so much.
Imagine
candy.
that.
Oh
A chocolate store giving you free candy. That was Largo's dream
my-
place.
And then we spent like $50 afterwards. But
On more candy.
more
Free
candy.
taste testing.
Free.
And
I don't think it was free. I think we paid to get in there.
Yes, we did.
Well-
we did. We actually spent like $100 for 4 of us for that
the
tour.
thing is, free taste testing, and you can go another time, and
I
again,
know.
and again, and again. And I basically
selling it, huh?
had.
He's
I
working
took
for
a
them now.
Ziploc and I just put in stuff.
So you stole.
No, he got his fill.
Yes. And after that, I had a stomach ache for 2 days.
He didn't tell us this part
Did you
until
get your
now.
money's worth, Largo?
Mm, I should have gotten more.
So we are a big fan of this sheep's milk cheese, even though we just
All right.
opened it up.
We want to say hi to Anthony. He's watching. And he's 10.
Hi,
That's
Anthony.
Aga's son. And Largo is 10 also.
Lauren's 10 as well.
He just turned 10 in November. So
Yep.
he's the one who was just poking his head in here talking about the chocolate.
And what we're talking about is the Caille Chocolate Factory, which was near the Gruyere area of Switzerland.
Jeez.
Gruyere.
Gruyere.
And Lily says, we're selling our condo in Honolulu, then Europe is waiting for us. Awesome!
Where are you going?
Where are you going? How are you going to do Europe?
It's I recommend bringing sweaters.
It's cold 9 months out of the
Coming
year.
from Honolulu, well, I mean, anything's cold compared to Honolulu.
Shrosi says, I'm traveling that way later in the year. Let me know the campsite details so I can give it a try. Yeah, send me an email at Jessica@Worldtowning, and I will worldtowning.com, and I'll send you information.
Because we don't know the
about
name
it.
of this place.
I really don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea what the name of this place is. I mean, basically, we're
Aiden
here.
says, I think Eric, the cheese guy in the air, is still mourning. I think so too. I'm mourning. I miss him. I was thinking if it didn't work out with Will, I was gonna go hang out with him.
He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I mean, when we went back to we didn't see him.
We
We
didn't.
saw like his partner.
Yeah, we went there and there was someone else there, which was a
which is
bummer.
pretty
But...
sad, but we still got our truffle cheese.
All right. Do we have anything else to chat about or share? Do you guys have any other questions for us before we let you go? Everyone knows where we're going next. What's going on?
I need people to give me some resolution on the fact that I can take my drone into Morocco.
No,
Because
you can't. We've already established that.
no,
That is done.
This is there's a biased
I
crowd.
don't know why you want to go back. Go there. I'm scared.
I'm not.
You have been 22 minutes and 25 minutes over time.
Are you ready for dinner?
This is
It's
not
been
half an hour.
55 minutes
No, we're
and
supposed
40.
No. I
seconds.
think
All
we're
right,
okay.
so Lily says that her husband is from Poland. We want to buy an RV there and travel 4 months and then try to buy something in Portugal. We have not been to Portugal yet, but we hear Portugal is fabulous and that we're going to love it. And there's a lot of
But one of the things-
boondocking, really cool
But
camping.
one of the things we're loving about Spain is that it's very affordable. By the way, the cheapest gas we've seen ever in Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't been to Eastern Europe. I hear like Estonia and Lithuania and Latvia. That's really sort of the land of cheap gas.
Yeah.
But you don't care.
No.
Anyway.
Will loves to talk about gas.
I do
If
love
someone-
talk. I love to talk about how cheap things
call
are.
Will on Skype and talk about gas with him for an hour.
Oh my gosh!
I would be
Oh, get
so-
this! Get this! Get this!
I would be
get this.
so happy. I would probably pay you to talk
So
about
anyone
gas.
who lives in an RV or sort of hangs out in an RV or sort of knows anything about sort of propane, 16 euros for a large propane tank, where that was 70 euros with the tank in Germany. Spain,
Someone save me.
your food is good and your propane's better.
And your churros are great.
And your churros are
You
great.
like the churros?
And I have another thing to say. You talk about his hair on a Skype call for 200
He loves to-
hours.
do you have anything you want to say before we close up?
All right. As you can
You're
tell,
good?
guys, by the way, next week we're doing a kids Q&A.
We are?
Yep.
They're a little shy.
I think they're ready to start answering your questions now, but we're going to hold back because there's
Az, do
no
you have
way.
anything you want to say about next week, about questions?
I don't know.
Do you have anything you want to talk about?
All right, well, start thinking about your questions, and then if you want to sort of start laying out the questions in our videos starting next week, then we can get the kids start thinking about it.
Yeah, message us, Jessica
Or-
at worldtowning.com. You can send me any questions you might have for them.
Or you can put questions after this video uploads. It's gonna show up again with a video count of like 0 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Throw down the questions for the kids
Yeah.
because it'll be there, and we'll give them something to think about. Like, if you could be one superhero, what would it be and why? Or you can come up with your own. No, don't answer. Okay.
Well, Largo's ready to answer.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Finish with the comments.
Number one, Brightonian said,
Hey.
like the live chat. See you at the next one. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
I know. We're gonna
every Saturday is the plan.
We're gonna do this every week unless
And
we have bad
then
internet.
Aga, how can you earn money while you're traveling? So that's a good. Well, this is good. Gives me a good opportunity to talk about that. So we have our own business. When we started out, Will was an accountant and was able to work remotely. I was a graphic designer and was able to work remotely. And we did that for the first 2.5 years.
I was the most exciting accountant that there ever was.
I know everyone wanted to be Will.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone thought he was a secret spy. And then in the end of March, we started our business, Worldtowning. And what we do in that business is we teach people all they need to know to go and live in another country. So
Yep.
we have private consultations. We have that are one-on-one. We have one-offs if someone just has a question, they want to do a Skype call with us. And we have a class. And what you learn in that is all the, let's see, the technology, the finance, about the schooling, visas, how to form community,
Basically,
how
how
to
to
establish
get
your why.
from idea to execution to do this long-term travel deal.
And
it's-
actually, I'm going to do a little plug for our class because our next class registration for it is going to be next week for 4 days, and that's it. So if you go to worldtowning.com and get on our mailing list, anyone who's on our mailing list will get the email about it, and they will have first priority because we only are going to have between 10 and 12 people in the class, and then we're going to cap it at that because we like to keep it small and intimate so everyone gets what they need out of the class. I don't
So
know
we've been
if Bob
doing-
and John and Zeta are still on here, but all three of them were in our last class.
And they were awesome.
They were fantastic. And it's 10 weeks.
We've been doing some promos for this on Facebook.
Yeah.
And so I don't know whether you guys are in that target demographic that our marketing guy set up for, but if you are, then
Yeah.
you might have seen our stuff. If not, then this is something that's coming. I mean, then this is probably the first time you've seen it, essentially. So
Yeah.
Sign up is happening.
It's this
Soon,
week.
this
Registration's this week for 4 days, and then we close it. We'd love to do another one in the summer, but it's likely the next one after that will probably be in the fall with us hiking the Camino and kind of stuff going on, and launching another phase.
If you are interested in learning more, go to worldtowning.com and sign up for our newsletter,
Yep.
and then you'll get
You'll get the information.
all the information as it comes out.
Promotion.
Oh, stop it.
They asked. We got to tell them, right? We're not independently wealthy. We work.
Anyway,
And
but
this
that's
is
basically what we do and how we do it, and we like it.
Let's see.
And I think everyone who we work with likes it too.
Yeah. Bob and John, and thank you guys for commenting. Bob, John, we took the class and got so much out of it. Thank you guys. Thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for sharing the love.
We miss you guys.
Shrosi just ordered the Canon D80. What lens do you use? What lens do you use? Bob?
I have the kit lens, which is the kit lens is a 18 to 135 that I have, but I barely shoot with that. I use a.
Wait, let him show off his gear.
Oh, stop it. Okay, so basically,
And then I just want to say, Bob said, Ega, sign up for Worldtowning University. Thank you, Bob. Zeta, sign up for the Worldtowning University. It's the best. Thank you.
It is. It's really cool.
Thank you, guys. We really, really appreciate it. We
All
loved
right.
having you in the class, and we miss you on Tuesdays.
And then I shoot with this lens, which is a 10 to 22 Canon. It's a great lens because the 10 is really wide. It's fantastic for. I mean, I can basically be from here to here, and it looks like super wide. And then my other lens is it's a 50 millimeter prime lens, which does really well in getting the really more cinematic sort of shots where you can sort of go in and out of focus, which is this one right here. Thank you, Largo.
Oh my gosh.
so yeah.
And Lily, I hope everything's okay. She just put, oh my God, missile threat to Hawaii right now. And I just Googled it. It said North Korea nuclear missile threat. Hawaii test
Oh my
warning
goodness.
sirens. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you guys are okay.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh my gosh.
Don't start crying on
it's
cam.
interesting. You know what? It's interesting because when we were in Austria and we did our one of the tours, we did like a silent music tour, and they had a missile warning alert test.
Yeah.
And we were like, "What on earth is this?
Yeah.
And why do they continue to do it?" You know what? And so
Yeah.
number one, you know, we hope you guys are okay.
Yeah.
And then number two,
Don't start crying on cam.
I'm glad.
I'm not going to start crying.
I'm glad
Cameron,
that sort
just-
of that
I'm
you know
just-
the warning systems are working fine.
Yeah,
because,
yeah. This is really really sad that we can't all play nice. You know.
Well, I don't know. Was this the same person who's going to travel Europe?
I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. It kind of derailed me there for a minute.
Yeah.
I just yeah. I don't
Well, we don't like to hear that. so.
We travel the world. We meet some amazing people. There's no need to fear the world or people in it. I mean, I know there's bad guys, but you know, it really is a beautiful place, and we really need to remember that and love other people and other cultures and other countries different than us. I'm not saying love someone shooting a missile. I'm just saying that. Oh wow.
Yeah. No,
Keep
I
our
mean,
hearts and minds and everything open. You know, I think that
it's really stinky
we can easily
when
get caught in our bubble, and the world is not an awful place, and we should try to play nice.
it's
So
just it's really just a pain when sort of people with egos mess with people who just want
yeah,
to live.
yeah. So
Um,
let's end on a hopefully
Yeah, let's end
everything's
with
gonna be okay note, and
And live your life, love your family, and learn through travel.
We haven't had
That's
that
what
in a long time.
That's what we used to say.
we used to
did.
say that on our
We
videos.
did.
You're
And
right.
then-
I'm glad you remember that, Largo.
and then we
Thank
got
you.
and then we got tired of doing that.
All right, guys.
All right. So we're
we're
gonna end that
sending
there.
lots of
Yeah,
vibes
Um,
of safety and all that good stuff, and
we hope everything turns out okay.
Yes,
and we'll be
yes.
following the news
uh-huh.
because what time is it there? It must
It's-
be like 7 in the morning.
You're probably around that, right? Yeah.
8 in the morning. I have no idea.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right. Well, hope
Have
you guys
a-
are good
Yes.
and stay good. And
Thank
we'll
you for
see
tuning
you guys
in.
next week.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Just stay safe, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
No, don't click that one.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
right.
the one you clicked?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.